In Uganda, there is a woman who did the impossible. After examining me at the hospital, they found out that I was pregnant. Yet I never slept with any man, and doctors too were in disbelief. By then, I had 16 years. I kid you not, apart from Mary of the Bible who conceived when she was still a virgin and delivered Jesus Christ, I never thought that this exists until when I met this woman. I don't normally believe in miracles, but today I might believe in them. The kid hasn't asked me about his father, but when he does, I will tell him the truth that I conceived without a husband. We are back in Uganda. Whenever you visit this country, you can't get bored due to amazing stories you find here. And we're here to cover the 28-year-old Susan's story, who produced a baby when she was a virgin and had never met a man, and people refer to her as Mary due to Mary, the mother of Jesus, known in the Bible. My name is Luweero Susan. I live here in Luweero. At the age of 16, I found myself pregnant. My mother asked me about it and I quickly denied it. And when we went to hospitals, doctors confirmed that I was pregnant. So the question was, who impregnated you? Luweero is a businesswoman here in Luweero, born like any other person. But when she was 16, something extraordinary happened to her. She's a mother to one child. What makes her story truly astonishing is that she gave birth to her child when she was just 16, without ever having slept with a man.
Mamange yasooka okundaba n'angamba olina olubuto.
She was a teenager. One day, she slept and woke up having conceived. Everyone, starting from herself, her parents, doctors, me and you couldn't believe this. But it happened. So, how is that possible? Her parents were in disbelief. They couldn't understand how their daughter could have become a mother without any sexual encounters. They were worried about her well-being and wanted answers. They took her to various hospitals for through examinations. The medical results, to everyone's surprise, confirmed that she had indeed never engaged in any sexual activity. Who is she? What happened to this woman? How did her parents react since she was young? And what were some of theories proposed by scientists and researchers regarding her ability to conceive without any sexual encounters? Today, we visit this woman whose extraordinary story shocked everyone. What happened to her is unbelievable because she had never engaged in any sexual activity with anyone, and there was no way to explain that, hence making her so embarrassed and ashamed in the public. Her father was so mad at her and wanted to know who did this to her daughter, but all she would say was that she was a virgin, which never made sense. It was complicated from being pregnant at 16, yet I never had intercourse with nobody. So when doctors examined, they found out that I was pregnant, but also figured out that I never slept with any man, which also shocked them. When doctors couldn't explain how I got pregnant, my dad took me to traditional doctors, and they also said the same. The more they looked for answers to their unanswered questions, the more it got more confusing, as the only person to have got pregnant without a man is only Virgin Mary of the Bible, who was said to have conceived by the intervention of the Holy Spirit, and Susan wasn't Mary, so it had to be someone. The investigation continued as they found out that near the river where they would fetch water, everyone would wash themselves from there, both men and women. They also found out that some men would even masturbate from the same river. So when she washed herself with that water, that's when she got pregnant without knowing. This wasn't clear, but they took it that way. Both me and my parents were shocked, but we had to to accept what happened and moved on. Though my parents were no longer angry with me knowing how it happened, neighbors were quick to judge, some making many negative comments that how comes I'm pregnant at such a young age, others blaming my parents for poor parenting. But since my parents knew the situation, they were close to me through it all while giving me some advices until the day I delivered. Since her mother was always close, it helped her in having a normal delivery, and now her child has grown and studies in primary, but he does not live here and lives with his grandma in Mbale. Susan, now 28, later got a man whom they fell in love and they started living together here. He went at his workplace being the reason we did not find him here. But Susan now encourages other young women who find themselves pregnant due to different life circumstances and lose hope. She's here reminding them that even after that, life continues and life can even get better than what we imagine. When such happens to you, you don't lose hope. Get your baby, raise and take care of them. You never know. A child is a blessing. I don't understand why some girls find themselves pregnant and the next thing to their mind is abortion. Why take away the life of an innocent person? Still, she doesn't know the father of her child and will probably not know him having taken this long, adding that she has no answers to the day the child will ask who the father is. She's sure she will be asked this question and might go with being honest. It will be difficult. Right now, my child hasn't asked me anything, but it's just a matter of when. I can't tell who made me pregnant, as many men used to come to the river where we lived, and I've tried going there numerous times looking for any man that resembles my child. I haven't seen any who looks like him. Had I been lucky enough, I would get that man, ask him to come with me, and we could do DNA tests to see whether he's the one. And even though he can't give me any other support, I will be at least know someone my baby will be calling dad. If the dad would show up but say he wants to take the child, that is the only thing Susan cannot accept, for they have been through a lot, and there is no way she would let her child go as simple as that. Now, my kid has grown. He has 11 years by now and studying in primary. If the dad was to come, I would prefer him taking parental responsibilities that includes maybe like paying the school fees and providing some school materials, but not take my baby. It would be better leaving my baby at my parents than giving him to anyone. The 28-year-old has a small business here, as the shop is where she spends most of her time trying to see whether she can get her kids' school fees, get money for rent, food, and other basic needs required for survival. As any other parent, she wishes that her son would become a successful person in the future despite having gone through a difficult childhood with her mother. As someone who likes medicine and everything related, she would be happy seeing her son becoming a professional doctor. Susan's story continues to baffle experts and captivate the heart of millions around the world. We may never know the exact science behind her miraculous conception, but her resilience and determination are truly inspiring. Join us in the comment section down below and share your thoughts on Susan's story. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.